Alright guys, my name is Matt and you're watching my YouTube channel, and this is my Latrax Alias. Now obviously you're watching this video because you're researching the Alias and you're trying to decide if this quadcopter is a buy or a no buy. Well, I have to tell you, I'll hop right to the end and tell you right away, maybe I'm kind of biased, but I really love this quadcopter. It's a great quad from Traxxas, which is the parent company. Latrax is kind of an off-brand. They also make they make a bunch of 1/18 scale RCs, and they also make this quadcopter. Very cool, very nice entry from Traxxas. I would say it compares to a couple of entries from Andromeda, one of which I have coming soon. The Ominous and the new one, the Vista. They're about the same category, about the same size, although I personally feel like this one is a better build quality. It sounds better, sounds higher quality. The LEDs seem a lot better. I'll give you an underside view here. Okay, you can kind of get a better view here. I'm sorry, I am filming with the Canon T5i. I'm trying to actually learn the settings. My first attempt at this was a total crash and burn, so so let's work together. Most of everything I've been filming has been filmed with a iPhone 6 Plus, so I'm actually trying to get some high quality video right now and see how that works out. So, okay, let's go over the features of this particular quad. First of all, this is the battery it comes with. Okay, it is a 650 milliamp hour, 3.7 volt, 1-cell LiPo. It will get you from 5 to 10 minutes depending on how aggressive you are on the trigger. I've noticed the low voltage cutoff kicks in kind of variably, sometimes as early as 5 minutes, sometimes as early as 10 minutes. It all depends on your driving style, whether you're flipping a lot, swinging a lot, driving at full speed. Your times will vary, so about 5 to 8 minutes. If you consider right now, this battery is kind of on the low end as far as milliamp hours. There are a few companies that offer some alternatives, Max Amps being one of them. I have not researched that. You guys are on your own there, so let's put that back out of the way. Also, one of the most highly recommended accessories that I suggest you guys get, I suggest you go out and buy one of these right away. Go to your local hobby store, take your Latrax battery with you. Focus. There we go. Take your Latrax battery with you and get this proprietary connector. Let's see, come on. There it goes. Get this proprietary connector. It's a 4mm banana plug on one end and the actual charger for the batteries on the other end, okay? You'll save yourself a lot of headache because the stock charger is garbage. Don't even bother with the stock charger. If you have any kind of a pro grade charger, like I do over here, use that, okay, instead. Here's the controller. It's a video game style controller. Very ergonomic. It reminds me of like a Nintendo controller or a PlayStation 3 controller. Instead of using like the pincher sticks, which a lot of pilots are used to, those really narrow sticks, it uses like a wide flat, I want to say Xbox or, you know, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, whatever you want to say. I'm not really a gamer, guys, but I can tell you it uses gamepad style controls, and I've actually grown to really like them. The controller is pretty accurate, but I noticed that there is a lot of fine trim that's really hard to tune out on this controller. I don't really blame the quad. I blame the controller because you can have it tuned out perfectly. And notice that when it's drifting, if I touch just a little bit, it straightens out, then it kind of goes back. So I think any drifting that's due to the quad is actually from this controller and not from the quad itself. But overall, it's a pretty good controller. It takes 4 AA's, which were included. These have been replaced several times because I've got several hundred flights on this quad. And I'm gonna give you a close-up view here so you can see all of the workings of the controller. Try to get you in as tight as I can here. Just give me a second here. Again, I'm still learning the features of this camera. Right now, you notice the 00 is flashing. That is a safety feature on this quad. I'm not sure how many other quads on the market utilize this kind of a feature. But what's really cool about this feature is right now, it's bound to the quad. And this is the trigger for, this is actually the accelerator, okay, or the throttle. And you notice right now nothing's happening. Now, if I were to click this into this mode, if I were to engage the throttle, that's when it actually engages and it moves the quad. You know, and as you noticed, it automatically shut off after a few seconds. I think after 5 seconds, it shut itself off. It's a good safety feature. I like that they included this, although it does take some getting used to from other quads. The other control, on the other stick here, let me show you here. Focus, get you some focus here. All right. You see when I click, I've now changed the exponentials. I was on beginner mode. I'm now on what they call Expert 1. Okay, and I hope you can see that. I can't tell if you can see that or not in the camera. Let's see here. Let's try to get it focused here. Let's see here. Give me 1 second here to try to focus for you guys. I think this is kind of important to see. It's a good feature. Okay. I think it's as close as we're going to get. So the single flash right now means we're in expert mode once, which actually gives you, what it does is it basically turns the gyro down. Gives you more controls, allows you to take a steeper angle, sharper turns, makes the quad fun. This mode here, expert mode 2, basically turns off the gyro. You can now get in as much trouble as you want to and fly this like a quad without a gyro. So both modes are fun. I recommend that you use this mode here. As soon as humanly possible, switch it to the middle mode and use that on a regular basis. You'll get the most enjoyment out of the quad. You can save it from accidents, and it's just the most fun overall. That's enough of this. Triggers on top. You know, it does have a couple of triggers. This one on the right, I believe, is for the flips. Okay, flip mode. That's it. Well, guys, I'm not really sure what else to say about this quad. I will tell you right away from my personal experience, this is the quad that I learned to fly on. It kind of launched a market, and when it came out, there was a lot of controversy surrounding the motors. And I did fry quite a few motors when I crashed, and it was going at full throttle. So I was trying to bail out of something that I couldn't bail out of, and I had the motors going at full speed. And when it would hit a stationary object, the motors wouldn't immediately cut off and die, and it would fry out some of the motors. I've gone through quite a few motors. I've gone through 2 chassis. I cracked a couple of the lenses. I've replaced the bearings. I've had a lot of fun with this quad. I've owned it for well over a year now, and it was actually this quad and another car from Latrax that actually got me back into the hobby. I'm actually in it full time and really enjoying it now. So I have probably this quad and one other car from Latrax to thank. It's an entry-level brand from Traxxas, and it's a good brand, and it's well worth looking at. And I believe they actually just lowered the price too on this particular quad. You can now get this particular quad for about $100 on Tower Hobbies at the time of this video recording, okay? So check it out, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And thanks for watching.